Hello, Fort Edward community. This is Rich DeMalis, your superintendent of school. I don't know how long it's been since our last update, but here's another one for you. So let's get started. An update on the traffic pattern. I have been able to meet with our local PD and members of our village board. We have come up with several ideas to improve that traffic pattern. However, it's going to take us time and may not be in before the school year ends, but it will be in place, hopefully, most of these ideas before we begin the next school year. We talked about changing the speed from 20 miles an hour down to 10. We talked about new lights for the K Street crosswalk. Some of the signage is pointing in the wrong direction, so we need to get that reversed. And we want to move the crosswalk on Broadway maybe up to closer to the school and closer to Case Street. Again, these are all ideas, but I wanted you to know that we are really taking this situation seriously. We were working with our local community members and PD, and hopefully the result will be in a safer traffic pattern and ability for your child to walk to school. Thank God nothing has happened yet, and I appreciate everyone who has been abiding by the traffic patterns. Second, on the website and we've also sent out a survey for an after-school program. We have an organization called the Healthy Kids Alliance After School Program. There is an out-of-pocket cost for you to join this program, but we are gauging interest to see if this is needed here in Fort Edward. So please take your time to fill out the survey. That information is on our website and all of our social media outlets. I want to thank the Country Witch and our local fire department. We recently had a DIY fundraiser on March 9th, and the Country Witch donated a portion of those proceeds to the Fort Edward Booster Club. So we thank that organization, and again, we thank our Fort Edward Fire Department and their Women's Auxiliary for welcoming the Fort Edward School and its participants to join in that craft night. So thank you very much to those people. There is a remote learning plan. So as you are aware, we are out of snow days. So today is the first day of spring, so happy spring day, everybody. Hopefully we will not have to use another emergency day. But you can't think about just snow for emergency days. Maybe we have a windstorm and the power goes out. Maybe something happens with a water main break, something to that effect, and we're just getting new boilers in. So if we have to have an emergency day where students cannot come to school, that day will be a remote day. We will run on the 2-hour delay schedule. Some notifications will be coming out today. We will supply our younger kids with Chromebooks the day before, and it will be a remote day. So hopefully nothing to worry about, but unfortunately, if we don't do a remote day, we will lose about $30,000 per day in state aid if we do not run a remote day, or we have to start tapping into the already scheduled vacation times. So if we had an emergency day and we didn't make it remote, we would lose money, or the children would have to come in at some point either before the spring break ended or start that spring break early, which I'm sure no one wants to do. So we will do that, and we will make it as easy as possible for everyone. Please check the website. There are 2 superintendent's conference days that we still need to schedule that are not in the calendar. I am working with our collective bargaining units to come up with those 2 days. As soon as we decide on those 2 days, we will notify you immediately. I want to congratulate our unified bowling team. They placed, I believe, 3rd in their division. It was our inaugural year. We had 12 participants, 6 partners, and 6 athletes. We thank Coach Nelson and Mrs. Wested for getting that project off the ground, and we look forward to many more years of unified bowling and hopefully expand that into unified basketball. Also, I want to thank everybody for supporting our musical. It was a great 2-day event, and the kids were fantastic, and we sold approximately 300 tickets. So I am getting the 5-minute warning from my producer here. So we want to make sure that I'm going to end this quickly. Upcoming events. We have budget workshop number 5, which is scheduled for March 28th. Those are live and virtual. We have an all-county music festival that some of our students are participating in April 1st, which is in Granville. That's a Saturday. The spring break will begin on Friday, April 7th, and go to Friday, April 14th. And classes will resume again on Monday, April 17th. And it also looks like April 17th is a huge day. We have a board meeting that night, and it looks like all of our spring sports competitions begin that day. So those are your updates for today, Monday, March 20th. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at the school or call me on my cell phone, 518-866-9722. Thank you, and I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.